What is up, guys? This is your boy Nave Evans and welcome back to the channel. And what we have here is the Armorer Works VX9301. This is a Glock style pistol, Glock 19 size to be exact. And I loved it. I loved it at the first sight of it. So here's just a quick look around the box. So the reason why I got the 19 size is because I went to this local shop here at in my area. If you would know, it's called Marina Arcade, and they had the Glock 17 size, which is designated by a VX7. So that's one thing to know if you're going to be getting the 17 or 19. The 17 size is designated as VX7 and the 19 is designated by VX9. So I realized upon holding it is that it was kind of too big for me. So the same experience I had when I had the WE Glock 18C, as well as the very recent WE Glock 34. So it has a different grip size and angle, if you would. So the Armorer Works VX series, which is the Glock style, which is designated as VX, I found that they have like chunky grips. So I had to make some adjustments because the VX7, which is the 17, I found that they're a bit too chunky. I have fairly large hands, but it wasn't like too comfortable for me to hold. So I had to make some adjustments. Luckily, I went to this other shop and I took a look around and they had the WE Glock 23 in stock. It's just that I've only ever had WE pistols, and I wanted to branch out to other brands of pistols. And although AW, I believe, is OEM by WE, still it's showing a different name on the box, and the box is really thick. And going back to the subject, I found that the Glock 23 fit perfectly in my hand. And the reason why, also one reason why I didn't get the Glock 23 was that it had a full auto function. So I don't like that in a pistol. That's what you have the rifle for. And in my experience, full auto pistols not really reliable. They tend to freeze out your internals and eventually break. Alright, so I'm not gonna yammer on too long anymore, so let's get into the box. So just bear with me, I'm doing this behind the camera, and I've already tested this actually. So good recoil, good gas efficiency. You could get about 2 mags on it. It's just that it tends to not lock back the slide every now and then when it gets cold. So here's your owner's manual, and just show some fancy pictures. It is not really a manual, so just like gives you a crash course on what to do with it, not to do with it. But if you want to get into the actual owner's manual where they tell you how to take apart the gun, this is the QR link that you scan on your phone, and then it will take you to the operator's guide. And it has an Armor ID registration. I don't know what that is for, but I'm gonna look it up later. And here it is. So it just comes with a 1 magazine, and it's actually a 21 round magazine. So same as your WE magazines. I find that it has a different shape base plate. Kind of takes the shape of the Gen 5 Glock. It has this red gas valve Is that what you call it? But otherwise, it looks the same as the WE. It has the Armor Works insignia at the bottom. And again, 21 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. So let's just put that back here. It has this Made in Taiwan sticker. There you go. That should be over here. It should be sticked here, but I already removed it. Like I said, I've already looked into this pistol. And plastic. So just extra protection for your pistol so that it will not scratch up on the cardboard. And you would see here that it's already scratched the chamber, because this is just one gripe that I have for airsoft Glocks. For when it has like a black outer barrel, and when you start wrecking it, it's just gonna scratch that. So just a quick look around. There you go. Usual stuff. It has some nice cuts here. Cushion trigger, and it has no finger grooves, so like I said, it has a different look. I believe this is following the Polymer 80 by Magpul, and it has an extended, you know, beaver tail here, a hole for your, I don't know, lanyard. And what I like about this one is the trigger guard. Look at that shape. It has this cutaway, so you can really get a high profile on that grip. The usual stuff here. Unfortunately, it is not ambidextrous, and I'm not sure if you can switch it around. I would think no, the mag catch, because it has a larger cut here, and it's like the Gen 3 over here. Normal, you know, Glock style trigger. Some serrations, front and back, and it has some porting here. And it has your regular Glock sights. Here's your back plate. It has some nice texturing on the grip. I quite like it. There you go. So on all sides. And here's the other side. AW Custom. It has an accessory rail. And as for your other Glock style pistols, this also serves this some kind of a serial number. It acts as your added safety for the trigger. So once you rack it up, it's gonna charge the trigger, and then push this down, and it's gonna lock it. But I'm not gonna do that. You know, same philosophy as the real gun. You need gun to shoot. You need the gun to shoot. So if you're gonna lock it for some reason, like when you store it, it's gonna weaken the spring of the trigger. And if you are in a game, it's really gonna be a hard time, you know, switching it on and off when you put it in a holster, take it out, get ready to shoot, but turns out it's locked, and it's gonna, you know, really impede your shooting. So the only trigger I need is this cushion right here and trigger discipline. So always off the trigger. And that is also one thing that I like about this one. It has like a memory notch here on both sides, just under your takedown lever, if you would, takedown pins. So as you can see, it has a shelf. So that is something, I believe, where you will put your finger whenever you're not shooting. And if you would also notice here that it has like a small shelf on the the slide catch. So perhaps this one was designed so that whenever you are shooting, you will not accidentally hit the slide catch whenever you're shooting, so it will not lock back on accident. And it's fairly flat. It does not have the extended slide release, but I quite like it. It doesn't bother me as much because I tend to just power rack these slide anyway, so whenever I do some reloads, I either go over the top or just the slingshot. So this one doesn't really bother me as much. And if you would, go see my other video on the Glock 34, my experience is that whenever you use this slide release to rack the chamber, the slide, it tends to like round off this notch right here where it catches. Over time, it's gonna round off. Let me just, there you go. So it's just gonna round off. So I tend to avoid it. And what else do I like about this one? Okay, so one reason why I can't seem to, break away from the Glock style pistols is that for airsoft, I don't really like any hoopla on an airsoft pistol. I just need it to, go whenever I need it. No need for external safeties, external hammers that should, catch on your clothing or anything. I just need it to go. The simplicity, that is. So put in a magazine, rack it up, and then you're ready to shoot. That's what I like about the airsoft Glock. So that's just me. I don't really like to, get the high kappa. It's just too bulky for me. Although the only trade-off here in the Philippines, that is external upgrade parts. If you would, scratch externals. Well, it is also part of the subject. So aftermarket parts. That's what I'm trying to say. So you're kind of limited when it comes to external and internal parts if you have something that is not a high kappa. But like I said, for airsoft, Glock is the way for me. And it catches my hand really well. A little bit of overhang here for my palm, but doesn't bother me as much. I wear gloves anyways, and my gloves are pretty slim, and it's not going over. Let me just try to complete that picture for you. There you go. It has a nice weight to it, and after adjusting the hop up, I find that it could reach out to about 10 to 20. I'm not really good at, measuring lengths, but I would say about 10 to 15 meters, which, if you're going to be using a pistol in a game anyway, you will be shooting it at close ranges, just to avoid hurting people. You either use this or, call bang bang or do a knife kill of some sort. So I don't need something that's gonna reach out for long lengths when it comes to the pistol. I just need it to go off whenever I need it. And let me see here. I like the sides, and let's take a look at the trigger. So it's kind of a two-stage, if you would. Some take up here, and once you reach that wall, just continue pressing, and a really nice crisp snap. And the reset for it is right there. It has an audible click, and there you go. So whenever you shoot a pistol, do not release the trigger all the way out. So you just want to find that sweet spot for the reset. It's gonna really help you when shooting. And let me just pause the video here real quick. I didn't quite pull out my holster that I'm gonna be using this on, so just hang on tight for me for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. So this is the holster that I'm gonna be using it on. This is the Emerson 579 GLS grip lock safety, I would say. That's the meaning of it. And this is a universal holster, and I just had some reservations on it, some hesitations because of the shape of the trigger guard. It's not kind of vertical here, kind of in a right angle. it's actually slanted to the front. So good thing about this holster is that it has some adjustments. So this is like a Allen key that it kind of loosens the part where it attaches or gets in contact with your rail part, and on the back side it has this a Phillips screw where it kind of opens up the width of the holster. So if you would see here, it has like kind of a wider frame, so it's just something to look out for when you're looking into some holster. I would think that this is not going to fit your like Blackhawks or Phobos just because of this trigger guard. You may need to start looking into some universal ones. So after making some adjustments, it's gonna fit perfectly. Not gonna go anywhere, no wobbles, and hit your middle finger on the grip lock and just pull, and there you go. Okay, so I guess that's about it for today for this video. I'm about to go to work, so I will not be able to make some videos for the test fires, but be on the lookout on that one. I'm gonna do some shooting tests on this one. But so far, my initial impression is that this pistol is overall a good pistol for me. And takedown, it's just about the same. I believe I haven't showed it to you yet, so before I let you go, just rack it. Unlike the real Glocks where you have to release the internal hammer or the striker, you know, press the trigger. For airsoft Glocks, you have to actually rack it. And what I do is just like on the real thing, I just do this here and then pull this part and then just kind of, this one is still new, so there you go. So as you can see, like the magazine, it has red stuff in it. So red hop-up wheel, red hop-up rubber, and red, I don't know what you call this, loading nozzle of some sort. It's all red, so my impression is that it's of a better quality than your WE. So I believe this one has a better gas efficiency. It is not prone for cooldown, and that is also one reason why I tended to go to a different brand of Glocks, even if, you know, I'm gonna be making a gamble when it comes to upgrade parts. But like I said, AWE is I believe OEM'd by WE, so I reckon it's not gonna be that hard. Just, you know, if I'm not gonna be able to find some Glock 19 mags, Glock 17 mag is gonna fit here anyway. It's just that it's gonna hang out a little bit, but hey, extra round count. I believe that has like 24 rounds plus 1, so that's additional 3 rounds on your 21 round magazine. But if you're asking me, I'm gonna stay true to it. I'd rather go with the correct fit of magazine. Let me see here. I did not get the model where it has like a RMR cut, because it's just gonna save me some money in the long run. Because if you don't know me by now, or if you don't know me personally, I tend to, you know, buy whatever I can just for the fun of it, just for the looks, you know. So I know for sure that if I have gotten the one with the RMR cuts, I know for sure that it's not gonna take me long enough to get some red dot for it. So I opted to go for this one, and it's for like practical reasons as well when it comes to running the pistol. You know, if it gets shot out or it gets caught into something, it's gonna break, and I'm kind of a pretty clumsy person, so if that happens, I'm gonna spend more and more money on it. And besides, I like the regular, you know, standard Glock sights anyway. And if if you're gonna be using, I'm sorry for that, I hit the tripod. If you're gonna be using a pistol in an airsoft fight, you know, it's not gonna be a long range where you need to make some accurate shots anyway. You'd probably end up, you know, hip firing on this one, someone that's like 5 meters away from you. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and let me just press this trigger one more time. There you go, just to rest the trigger. And I believe that's it for now. And thank you very much for watching, and just be on the lookout for the shooting video and like shooting review. Alright, so again guys, this is Nave Evans. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.